Hello everyone. Uh, in this class, we will be talking about clampers. What actually is your clamper? What is clamper? So, coming to the definition of the clamper, the function of clamper is it adds DC value to an AC waveform. This is about clamper. This is what the clamper does. It will add DC value to an AC waveform, but it will not change the shape of the waveform. It will not change the shape of the waveform. What happened in Clipper? In Clipper, the output was clipped. Suppose negative peak was clipped or positive peak was clipped, or somewhat of the positive has been clipped or somewhat of the negative has been clipped. Here the shape of the waveform was never the same as like input. Your input was pure sinusoidal. This waveform has been clipped either in positive side or negative side using clippers. But in clampers, the shape will not change. The main important thing of the clamper is the shape of the waveform will not change. Only it will add a DC value to an AC waveform. This is an AC waveform and it will just add a DC value to an AC waveform. Why adding a DC value is necessary for an AC waveform? Because if you see amplifier circuit, if I take an amplifier circuit, we will learn about amplifier in the coming classes. What is amplifier, etc. In amplifier circuit, if the input was DC plus AC, whenever it is, suppose if I am sending a signal that is a combination of AC plus DC, after the amplification, the amplified output, whatever the amplified output is there, that will lose some DC. Here the DC will be lost. How can we restore that lost DC? Is by using clamper at the output of the amplifier. By using clamper circuit, we can get amplified AC plus DC. Actually, whenever you are sending a signal of AC plus DC to the amplifier, you have to get amplified AC plus DC. But what is happening in amplifier? Here, some sort of DC will be lost. Only AC will be amplified. So how can I restore the DC? How can I restore the DC to the output of the amplifier? I can restore by adding a circuit called clamper circuit. In clamper circuit, what happens? At the output of the clamper circuit, there will be DC restored. Whatever the last DC is there, the clamper is used in that particular circuit in order to restore the DC. Hence, clampers are also called DC restorers. In order to restore DC, we use clamper circuit, or it is also called DC reinserters. These are the different names for clamper, and you can also call clamper as DC level shifter. It will shift the level. So these are the different names for clampers. It is also called DC restorer, also called DC reinserter, or DC level shifter. Similarly, just like in clipper, we have different types of clampers also. So what are the different types of clampers? Clampers are classified into two types basically. The first type will be positive clamper. Just like in clipper, we had positive clipper and negative clipper. Similarly, in clamper also, will have positive clamper and negative clamper. What happens in positive clamper? What happens in negative clamper? Here the clamper circuit adds DC, but positive DC or negative DC. If it adds positive DC, then you call it as positive clamper. If it adds negative DC, then you call it as negative clamper. This is a basic difference between positive clamper as well as negative clamper. So, in the whole, you can define the clamper as to re-add or restore the DC value of an AC waveform which has lost its DC while passing through an electronic circuit. Here the electronic circuit which we discussed in the last slide is the amplifier, electronic processing circuit. The last DC, in order to re-add or restore, we use clampers at the output of the amplifier, such as your amplifier. What happens in amplifier is, whenever you add a signal, if you send a signal in amplifier, what happens? If you send a signal to the amplifier, what the basic function of an amplifier is, in order to amplify the signal. So this amplifier, even if you send a combination of AC plus DC, some sort of DC will be lost here. This DC will be restored by using extra circuit called clamper circuit. That is the basic application of clamper. If someone asks where clamper can be used, you can say in amplifier circuits where some sort of DC will be lost, in order to re-add or restore the DC that is lost while amplification. Amplification is nothing but increasing the magnitude. Suppose if I am sending 10 volts or 10 amperes at the amplifier as an input, that is a combination of AC plus DC, there will be amplified, but some sort of DC will be lost in that particular value of waveform. That DC will be lost and this will be amplified. Suppose if the amplifier having a gain of 10, then the output will be 100. Here this value of the gain times that of the input will be your amplified output. In this amplified output, you may lose DC during the amplifier circuit, hence we go for clamper circuit. Clamper circuit will restore the lost DC. Now coming to the negative clamper first. So first we will discuss about negative and then we will go for the other. So coming to the negative clamper, one most important thing in clamper, in order to restore or re-add DC, we need storage element. Storage elements, what are the storage elements? Either L or C. Inductor stores energy in the form of magnetic form and capacitor stores in the form of electric form. Q is equals to, it will store charge. Q is equals to C. Here it will store energy in the form of magnetic form. That is the difference between inductor and capacitor. But in order to restore DC or add DC, we need a circuit or we need a element which is capable of storing energy, either inductor or capacitor. But inductor stores in the form of magnetic energy, but we need here adding DC nothing but electric value. So you need a device which is storing electric energy, which will store in the form of electrical form, or it will store in the form of voltage or current. That circuit is nothing but your capacitor. So capacitor is the most important primary element in clamper. In order to restore the DC in clamper, by using clamper circuit, we need energy storage element called capacitor. Because capacitor stores energy in the form of electrical form, whereas inductor stores in the form of magnetic form, hence we need capacitor. So coming to the circuit, how will be the negative clamper looks like? Negative clamper. Negative clamper. What actually is negative clamper? Coming to the circuit. So negative clamper looks like this. There will be a capacitor, as we have discussed. Capacitor is mentioned C, and the maximum potential to which it charges, let it be Vm. Clear? This is the maximum potential to which your capacitor will charge. I am drawing a basic clamper circuit, negative clamper circuit. Negative clamper circuit is nothing but it should add negative DC. It will add negative DC. Adds negative DC to the output, hence it is called as negative clamper. Now this is your input and this is your output. Yeah. And this is your diode. Let us assume the diode is ideal diode. Assume ideal diode. Ideal diode nothing but there will be no forward voltage drop. Nothing but forward voltage drop is approximately 0. Clear? Now we will go for conditions. So what we have discussed in clamper, you don't have shape change. The shape will remain same. Let the input waveform be square wave. I am assuming the input waveform as square wave. So how will be my input waveform? This is my input waveform. Yeah. I am assuming square wave. So let me retry. Input is square waveform. Clear? So let Vi be the square waveform. So I am drawing Vi. Clear? So having plus Vm as positive maximum and minus Vm as negative maximum. Plus Vm as positive maximum and minus Vm as negative maximum. So this is my input waveform. Now I have to draw the output waveform. Now to draw the output waveform, let us analyze the circuit. So let's analyze the circuit. We have two cases. In case 1, we assume Vi is equals to plus Vm. Here there is no greater than or less than, because you have only two positions, either plus Vm or minus Vm. Plus Vm or minus Vm. Plus Vm or minus Vm, like that. So we'll assume Vi is equals to plus Vm. Vi is equals to plus Vm is nothing but, here there will be Vm voltage that will be acting like an input. Upper positive and bottom negative. When the diode will be forward biased, whenever your voltage Vp is greater than Vm. If this is positive, obviously your Vp will be greater than Vm. Nothing but in this condition, your diode is forward biased. Diode is forward biased, nothing but your diode will act as a short circuit. So when the diode is acting like a short circuit, there will be a complete circuit that will be forming like this. So your capacitor starts charging. Whenever the current direction is towards the positive plate, your capacitor will be charging, otherwise it will be discharging. Suppose if this is your capacitor, right? So this is plus, this is minus. If the current flow is like this, then it indicates the charging position of the capacitor. If the current flow is like this, nothing but negative and leaving the positive, entering the positive indicates charging and leaving the positive indicates discharging. First it will charge and then discharge. For charging purpose, this will be positive, this will be negative. It will charge to a maximum voltage of Vm. Why Vm? Because the maximum voltage at the input is plus Vm. You are taking first condition as maximum voltage at the input as plus Vm. So the capacitor charges until the capacitor is charged to a voltage of Vm. Once it is charged to the Vm, then it acts like a open circuit. Open circuit, nothing but there will be a maximum voltage that will be Vm across the capacitor. So whenever the diode is forward biased, capacitor will charge through the diode, and the capacitor voltage at which it charges is equals to the maximum Vi. Maximum Vi is nothing but plus Vm. Whenever it charges fully, then the capacitor acts as open circuit. Once capacitor is charged fully, then the peak input Vm current flow through it will become 0, because whenever it is fully charged, then it acts like a open circuit, nothing but maximum voltage that will be appearing across the capacitor in this position. Suppose this is a capacitor, this is plus, this is minus, and it will just like act like a open circuit with a maximum voltage of plus Vm. Because why plus Vm? Because your input maximum is plus Vm condition. Condition is your Vi is plus Vm. So it will charge to a maximum voltage of plus Vm, and whatever the current will become 0. nothing but fully charged, nothing but open circuit. So current flowing will be 0. Current flowing will be 0 indicates your capacitor is acting like a open circuit with maximum voltage. In open circuit, voltage will be maximum, but current will be minimum or 0. Current is 0. Current is 0. Clear? Now, whenever your voltage Vi is equals to minus Vm, what happens whenever Vi is minus Vm? One minus Vm is nothing but your this one. This condition is done. Now this is minus Vm. In minus Vm, what happens? The capacitor will start discharging. Whenever Vi is equals to minus Vm, your diode will be reverse biased and your capacitor starts discharging. But capacitor discharge का path कहाँ है? There is no path. Whenever you observe the circuit, this is the capacitor, and here the capacitor starts discharging whenever Vi is equals to minus Vm. Minus Vm is nothing but this one. This is minus Vm. At this point, the capacitor starts discharging, but your diode was open circuit because this negative potential at the input will make the diode open circuit. Open circuit nothing but capacitor discharge करने का path नहीं है. Capacitor doesn't have any path. So here the capacitor doesn't have path to discharge. डिस्चार्ज करके कहाँ भेजेगा? जब डायोड पे ओपन सर्किट है, डिस्चार्ज करने का पाथ ही नहीं है, because there is no path available whenever Vi is equals to minus Vm. So it will keep Vi as minus Vm. It will remain like that, and voltage will be charged to a maximum voltage of, hence the voltage across Vi irrespective of the input, the capacitor will voltage will be remain Vm, sorry, because it is a charged voltage. This is the maximum voltage the capacitor it will charge during the cycle when Vi is equals to plus Vm. When Vi is equals to plus Vm, your capacitor was charged to plus Vm, and whenever Vi becomes minus Vm, in that second case, whenever Vi becomes minus Vm, your capacitor doesn't have any charge path to discharge. Suppose if I have any resistance in parallel, it will automatically discharge through the resistance, but this has no path. Then no path available will make the capacitor voltage remain constant. So there is no change in the capacitor voltage. Capacitor voltage will also remain Vm, and Vi is equal to whether it is plus Vm or minus Vm, whatever it may be, the capacitor voltage will remain Vm. Thus a capacitor will behave like a what? So the capacitor here, the capacitor behaves like fixed voltage source, isn't it? What is the value of that voltage source? Plus Vm, because the capacitor is charged to plus Vm, but it not finding any path to discharge. So it behaves like a fixed voltage source, that is Vm. So zero current will be passing through the capacitor. Now let us apply the KVL. Let us apply the KVL in this small loop. So if I apply KVL, minus Vi, right? Capacitor is charged to voltage of plus Vm plus V0, isn't it? The voltage V0 you are taking across the diode. This is plus V0, and your capacitor is charged to a voltage of plus Vm, and your input voltage is Vi. So minus Vi plus Vm plus V0 is equal to 0. This is what? KVL. Apply KVL. So what happens in KVL? You have Vi minus Vi plus Vm plus V0 is equal to 0. So I want to find V0. V0 is the output voltage. V0 is given by Vi minus Vm. This is my output voltage in terms of Vi and Vm. What is V? How can I rewrite this? Vi plus minus Vm. Nothing but your output is adding negative DC of minus Vm to your input. Hence, this clipper is called negative clipper. Sorry. This is negative clamper because it is adding negative DC. What is the value of that negative DC? Minus Vm. It is adding negative DC to the input. So output is given by your Vi plus or minus Vm. Nothing but it is adding negative potential. Hence this clamper is called negative clamper because it is adding negative DC to the input in order to get the output. So in the output you have Vi plus minus Vm. Hence this circuit is called negative clamper. So let us check what are the possible conditions of Vi so that we will find V0. So Vi has only two positions. Either it is plus Vm or minus Vm because it is a square waveform without. So here Vi has only two positions. Either it is plus Vm or minus Vm. Substituting V0 is equals to Vi plus or minus Vm, Vi plus Vm. So let us substitute. V0 is equals to Vi, let us keep Vm minus Vm. It will be 0. Whenever Vi is equals to Vm, then plus Vm, then V0 is equals to 0. Let us take next condition. When V0 is equals to, when Vi is equals to minus Vm. Substitute in equation number 1, Vi is equals to minus Vm. If you substitute this, minus Vm, it will be minus 2Vm. So your output waveform will be shifted by negative times that of Vm. So the positive will be brought down to 0 and the negative will be shifted downwards, more downwards towards the negative side. So this is the output waveform that will be obtaining from this negative clipper. Let us draw the output. This is my input. Once the input is known, you can draw the output. So this is my input. Clear? So this is minus Vm and this is plus Vm. Now how can I draw the output? Whenever Vi is equals to plus Vm, let's observe the circuit. Vi is equals to plus Vm, your V0 is 0. Nothing but I am drawing the output in red bar. So your Vi is equals to 0, Vm, then V0 is equals to 0. Whenever Vi is equals to plus Vm, your V0 is 0. Whenever Vi is equals to plus Vm, your V0 is 0. Like that. Whenever Vi is equals to minus Vm, your V0 is minus 2Vm. If you are getting minus Vm here, you will get minus 2 Vm somewhere around here. Vm times, right? So your V0 will be here. Your V0 will be around here. Your V0 will come like this. Yeah. Again, V0 is this is 0 and this is minus 2. So the output will remain shape. If you see the shape of the waveform, neither of the positive or negative is flipped or removed. So the shape remains same. Only there will be shifting. Hence we have given name. If you see, we have given the name, other name called, what is the other name for, we have given level shifter. It is shifting just the level. So plus Vm को level को 0 shift किया, minus Vm level को minus 2 Vm shift किया. Hence this is also called DC level shifter. The clamper circuits are also called DC level shifters. It is adding a DC of minus Vm. So hence this minus Vm is the extra part which you got. This is addition or reinsertion. This is adding DC to the output waveform. So hence it is also called DC reinsert or a DC readder. It is also called DC readder or DC reinserter. This clamper circuits are also called DC readder or DC reinserter. So positive peak of the waveform will touch the time axis or 0 voltage level, and negative peak will be moved towards the reference value or more than the reference value, and it is called negative clamper. So coming to the conclusion, what happened here is your positive peak of the output. Whatever your positive peak of output is there, that is touching your time axis. Your positive peak of the output is touching time axis, or you can call it as 0 voltage level, isn't it? It is touching 0 voltage level, and this positive peak is clamped to 0 volts. You can say it as the positive peak is clamped, not damped, it is clamped. Your positive peak is clamped to 0 volts. Positive peak is clamped to 0 volts. Hence, a negative clamper clamps positive peak to reference voltage. Hence, negative clamper is also called positive peak clamper. Negative clamper is also called positive peak clamper. Similarly, positive clamper also called negative peak clamper. So after this, you might have known without even studying positive peak clamper how it will be there. Sorry, positive clamper कैसे होगा? Negative clamper output ऐसे था. So positive clamper क्या होगा? Whenever it is plus Vm, the output will be plus 2 Vm. And whenever it is minus Vm, it will be brought to 0 like that. So whenever it is plus Vm, it will be 2 Vm. Whenever it is minus Vm, it will be 0. This will be your positive. In positive, what happens? Whenever it is plus Vm, your output will be plus 2 Vm. And whenever it is minus, input is minus Vm, it will be clamped to 0. Similarly, here. Similarly, here. Like this. So, this will be clamped to 0, this will be clamped to 0. Whenever your input was like this. Something like, let it be plus Vm and this be minus Vm. So your input was like this. The shape of, if you observe, the shape of the waveform doesn't change. Only it is shifted. It will not have any change of the waveform. This is called input. This is your input, and the red one is your output. The output will be like this. Here, this is also called negative P clamper. Negative P clamper. So what we have studied, negative clamper is also called positive peak clamper, because the positive peak was brought down to 0. Here the positive clamper is also called negative peak clamper, because the negative peak is brought down to 0. This negative peak is brought down to 0. This positive is added a DC of plus 2, and this is called negative peak clamper or positive clamper. Clear? Now coming to basically we have assumed there is no reference voltage. Suppose if there is any reference voltage, just like clipper में हमने assume किया था, एक reference voltage extra add किया, तब कैसे होगा? Up to here is simple. Whenever there is no reference voltage, सीधा you can take Vm, Vi is equals to plus Vm and Vi is equals to minus Vm, and you can start solving the problem. Now, whenever your input is having some reference voltage, or if you have series reference voltage in series with the diode, then how will be the output? Let us talk about bias negative clamper. This is also important. What is bias and negative clamper? In bias is nothing but simple, the circuit will remain same. Only extra there will be a voltage source. This is the diode, and there was extra circuit, that is there is reference voltage. Let VR be the reference voltage, and now we will draw the output waveform of the given network. This is capacitor C, this is diode. Let the reference voltage be VR. Now we have reference voltage, hence the name bias. Bias nothing but there is bias voltage. This is also called reference voltage, or also called bias voltage. Now, how will be my waveform? Let us take the resistance at the output. Now we will find out the output. How will be my output? for this circuit. Clear? So similarly we take conditions, same conditions when your input is plus Vm. When your input is plus Vm. When your input is plus Vm, Vp will be greater than Vn. Your diode will be automatically forward bias. Here the diode is forward bias, nothing but short circuit. Whenever diode is forward bias, short circuit, the capacitor starts charging with left plate positive and right plate negative, because whenever it is charging, the current direction will be in this direction, plus towards plus it will be moving. Here the current direction will be towards plus. Whenever the current direction is outwards the plus, then it is discharged. This position is discharged, this position is charged. Whenever the capacitor starts charging, minus. So whenever your capacitor is plus, positive plus and negative minus, your capacitor is charging, otherwise it is discharged. Here Vm minus Vr is the voltage that appears across your capacitor. Vm minus Vr is nothing but your capacitor voltage that is appearing across your capacitor. Now when with the help of diode, the voltage appears across the capacitor will be Vm minus Vr. Now let us apply KVL. What is KVL here? Minus Vi, nothing but input voltage, plus Vm minus Vr. Vm minus Vr is nothing but your capacitor voltage, plus V0 is equal to 0. This is parallel circuit, right? The voltage that appears across the resistor will be same appears across the diode as well as the reference voltage combination. So this is plus and this is minus. So the voltage will be V0. That will be V0. So if I apply KVL, minus Vi plus Vc plus V0 is your KVL. Minus Vi plus Vc plus V0. The capacitor which is charging, that will be having positive at the left plate and negative at the right plate. Whenever the capacitor is discharging, negative will be at the left plate and the positive will be at the right plate. So minus Vi plus Vc plus V0 is equal to 0. That will be your KCL. Now Vi minus Vi plus Vm minus Vr plus V0 is equal to 0. Now getting in terms of V0, how will you get the V0? From the above equation. Minus VL plus Vm minus Vr plus V0. I am rewriting the equation. Next will be V0 will be equals to Vi minus of Vm minus Vr. This is the output voltage. So now let us find the different values of Vi. What will be the? So if I rewrite the equation, Vi plus minus of Vm minus Vr. So it is adding negative times that of Vm minus Vr, that is DC voltage. Adding negative DC to the input. This adding negative DC to the input. What is the value of that negative DC? Vm minus Vr. The plus indicates addition, and what is the value that you are adding? That is minus of Vm minus Vr. That is the value you are adding to the input of the. I am redrawing the table here. Vi has two values, either plus Vm or minus Vm. Whenever Vi is plus Vm, from the KVL equation, let us calculate the V0 value for particular value of Vi. So when Vi is equals to plus Vm, what will be my V0? Let us check. Substituting Vi is equals to plus Vm in the equation number, let us put an equation number 2. Equation number 2, so we will get V0 is equals to Vm plus minus of Vm minus Vr. So Vm minus Vr minus Vm minus plus Vm gets cancelled and you will get Vr. So V naught will be equals to VR when Vi is equals to plus V. Let us check for when Vi is equals to minus Vm also. Doing same, substituting Vi is equals to minus Vm in equation number 2. So we get V naught is equals to minus Vm plus Vr minus 2Vm plus Vr. So when Vi is equals to minus Vm, we will get V naught as minus 2Vm plus Vr. This is my output voltage when Vi is equals to minus Vm. Let me rewrite in the fresh page. So what we have got, let's draw the output. So I am drawing the input with the yellow mark. In input what we have, the two voltages either plus Vm or minus Vm. So drawing the input, plus Vm at the top and minus Vm at the bottom. This is my input voltage, plus Vm, minus Vm, again plus Vm, minus Vm, plus Vm, minus Vm. This is the input voltage. Now we have to draw the output voltage from the table. Whatever the plus Vm condition for V is equals to plus Vm and V is equals to minus Vm, what is the output we are getting? So in order to draw the output, so I am changing the color. Before that I will represent the reference voltage in the graph. So reference voltage less than plus Vm of course, that is represented with here, and you will get minus 2 Vm something like here. If this is minus Vm, and you will get minus 2 Vm somewhere around here. This is minus 2 Vm. Now I want minus Vm plus Vr to be represented on the graph as well as minus 2 Vm plus Vr, because already we have the output voltage minus 2 Vm plus Vr whenever input voltage is minus Vm. So in order to do this, let me draw the table first. This is the values for output voltage for corresponding input voltages. Now coming to representation of minus 2 Vm plus Vr as well as Vm minus Vm plus Vr. So in order to do this, let us assume some values so that it will be easier for you to understand where you will get minus Vm plus Vr and where you will get plus minus 2 Vm plus Vr. So I am assuming some values. So let us take plus Vm as plus 5 and minus Vm as minus 5. So taking negative input voltage as minus 5 take and positive as plus 5, and reference I am taking as 2 volts, and minus 2 Vm will give around minus 5 into 2, it will give minus 10 volts. Now what will be minus 2 Vm plus Vr and minus Vm plus Vr after substituting some assumed values? This is just an assumption. So for better understanding where exactly the position of minus Vm plus Vr and minus 2 Vm plus Vr occurs. So minus Vm plus Vr is going to be minus 5 plus 2, that will be minus 3. Minus 3 will be above minus 5, approximately here. This will be my minus Vm plus Vr. This is the position of minus Vm plus Vr. Similarly, minus 2 Vm plus Vr is given by minus 2Vm plus VR minus 10 minus 2 into 5, that is, plus VR we have assumed 2. So we will get around minus 8. So minus 8 will come around between minus 5 and minus 10. So something like here. So this is my minus 2Vm plus VR. Let me change the color so that it will be easier for you to recognize on the graph. So minus 2Vm plus VR will come around something here. This is important because we have to draw the output based on this values only. So minus 2Vm plus VR will be my position, will be somewhere around here. So we have denoted all these values. So let us erase, as understanding has become clear. Let us erase the assumed values and will continue with the output waveform. How will be my output waveform for this particular table or for this particular circuit where biasing is done for negative clamper? So whenever Vi is plus Vm, output is Vr. Let us represent Vr. Vr will come around here. Here you will be getting Vr. Vr, this is the Vr. Similarly, here this is the Vr. Similarly, here Vr. Whenever Vi is Vm, you will get Vr as output. Clear? So the position of Vm is brought down to Vr, or you can say clamped down to reference voltage. The position of plus Vm is clamped down to reference voltage. Now coming to the Vi is equals to minus Vm minus 2Vm plus Vr. So you will get, as we have already denoted, minus 2Vm plus Vr position in the graph. So we will redraw it by using the output. This is the output. So whenever Vi is equals to minus Vm, V0 will be equals to minus 2Vm plus Vr. V0 will be equals to minus 2Vm plus Vr. V0 will be equals to minus 2Vm plus Vr whenever Vi is equals to minus Vm. This is how you will get the output voltage. This is nothing but your output voltage. So now this is my input voltage. The input voltage is denoted with yellow color, and in blue the output voltage is represented. This is how you will obtain for clamper. This type of clamper is also called negative bias clamper because the reference voltage is there, hence it is biased. If there is no reference voltage, if it is normal voltage, then VR might be 0. It might be just like in the previous circuit we have discussed, that in place of VR you will get 0 voltage as reference whenever Vi is equals to plus Vm. In place of VR, if you put 0, you will get similar previous graph only. Just observe, VR is equals to 0, you will get reference voltage. Whenever VR, if you see this is bias, hence it is bias waveform. Here whenever VR is equals to 0, you will get the same like negative clamper which we have studied in the previous. Only VR is becoming 0. That is the only difference between this one. Suppose if it is positive bias clipper, then how will be my waveform? Only thing is, whenever Vi is equals to minus Vm, your voltage will be minus VR. Whenever Vi is equals to plus Vm, your voltage will be plus 2Vm plus VR. That is the difference between positive as well as negative bias clamper. This is positive bias clamper. The previously negative bias clamper is where you are getting minus 2Vm plus VR. Whenever Vi is equals to minus Vm, Vi is equals to plus Vm, you are getting a reference voltage. In this case, that is opposite. When Vi is equals to plus Vm, you will get 2Vm plus VR. When Vi is equals to minus Vm, you will get minus Vm. These are the different applications of the waves. Clippers, clampers are called one of the best major applications of your diode.